Hello friends, welcome to today's video, and today we are going to learn about the editing software Adobe Premiere Pro. And before choosing any software, you should know about your need and your specification of PC, or if you not buy any of these, and so choose your specification according to your need. And it's very important, because if you choose poor specification PC or laptop, and your editing process is going to be very difficult, because so much lag you might you feel. And today we are going to use Adobe Premiere Pro, and we are going to learn about the basics of this. For opening the new project, you have to click to the new project, and after this you have to go to your file location where your file that going to be edited. And I have these two files. I will select this and create, replace. Okay, so here the sequence is automatically created. If you put any of the video here, the sequence is automatically created. So make sure you can don't put like this. If you want your sequence would be changed, you can also change from here. After adding this, you can go to the sequence setting, and you change a sequence that you can able to see that this is a 25 frame per second, but I occasionally use 24 or 23.98, and like this. So for that I prefer the creating my own sequence. So for creating a new sequence, you have to click this one and select the sequence option, and after this you can select any of this template, and after you can go to the setting and custom that. And for example, as I said, I use the 23.98, and this is the best for the eye vision, so that's why I selected this. You can choose any of this, whatever you want, but I personally use this one. And after that you can frame size, you can select frame size, or any of these your setting you can use. And I always edit at the 1080p because of the smoothness of editing. And you can also select this one for getting a better visual experience, and but that make your PC slow for your editing. So let start with knowing about all the panel you can see here. So okay, so let me show. This is a visual window, and let me tell, you can enlarge the window by selecting this, and you can move it according to your need or your size. And if you want this to be enlarged, you have to click and after that select that one. And for exiting this, you can select ESC button. I don't know what to say, but after that I have the sequence here, and I have audio for that, and we need to sync it with our. For syncing a video, you can just have to click the both files and right click. You have to go to the create a multiple camera source sequence and just select audio. In my case, only one side of my mic is working, that's why it might not work here, but you can do at your own mic. You can easily connect the voices and with your video. As I said, it not synchronize, and let me show how I will synchronize that. So I will zoom this one. For zoom, you have to just this button you have to compress to zoom it, and how much you zoom, you can easily connect your voice. You have to enlarge this one. Okay. Okay, we can able to see we are nearly now we have to zoom this one, and you can also enlarge the size of your timeline using the cursor and alt button, and we have to zoom more. Okay, we are very close, and we are manually select this one, and okay, okay, and the rest of the portion I don't really need it, so for that we have to cut. For cutting, we are using these options, and let me explain these options. And this is a marker button, so you can use this for creating masks, and this is a rectangle tool you can use to create rectangles. You can use any type of text on it, and this is a normal selection tool. For switch to it, you have to just click V, not going to back by clicking it, and you can just use a V. And other thing is the razor tool, that is a most usable tool in this, and this is very important one also. And let me show you how this is work. For example, I have to cut it from here. I have to just click once, and that portion I don't really need it, so I have to delete it. So you can go back to this section, and for this I don't going to touch it. I have just click the V option, and here we got that cursor, and we have to just click this, and if we want to delete it, and just click the delete button, and that part is automatically deleted. Okay, and for example in that portion we don't really need. the other option to the trim is that red portion. We have to select this one and slide inside up to we needed to trim, and that's done. And you have to just slide and the video work properly. And other main thing is you have to go fastly whenever you edited the whole video. And for that you can just use the JKL button. For J, it go behind, and if it goes forward, if you want to go it forward, you have to just select L. Okay. And select multiple time of L, how much you speed you needed, and K button to stop it. Okay, I think you can understand that. And after that you any sequence I'm sorry, any window or any tab you want to open, you have to just go to the window and select any of that. For example, I have to color grade my video, so you just going to the elementary colors like this one, and you select and you can do it color grading. And this is the main portion of the color grading. And if you have to close this panel, you have to just tap on the close panel and the tab is going to closed. And this is effect control panel, and this is the most usable one. And let me compress this one, and we can do it according to our need. And I always make it short as much possible, because this have no more need. Only main needed thing is for us is going to here and this effect panels. Okay, here we got before presets of the effects. And you can use any video transitions and video effects, audio transitions, any audio effects. And this you have to just go and select whatever you needed, and you have to just go, and you have to drag and drop on your footage. And if you drag and drop, and you get able to see the effects, and you have to just drop whatever you want. And that's how this works. And for the basic video, this is the just overview. And in the full tutorial I will show you how to use any of the effects and the personal effects on your footage and according to their need. And let me show you now. And how this work, like effect control, you can use your footage and in here you can change the position of your video, like it go left or right by selecting the position or changing the position number. You can also manually type here like 290. And for if you make something wrong, you have to just click this reset button, and it will automatically reset to where it started. Okay, after that you can scale your footage. And let me reset it also. And if you want to vertically make this scale just like this, and let me select this also, and okay, and you got the idea of that. And if you want to rotate your footage, you have to just click and move forward and backward, and then if you want to get it to the point where you started, just click the reset. Okay, and this is the marker tool you can use for that. And now if you want to save your project, that's very important, because saving project make you feel comfortable, and you can use that editing and future time. You have to just press the Control and S button. Your project is saved, and you can come back and you can start editing where you left. And if any of the effects you can edit, you can that shown here, and you can able to edit that here. So if you want to create an animations, you can also create that, but you have to use that, and for that you have to just add the keyframes. And for adding the keyframes, you have to just click on that clock, and if clicked as blue, and that's shows that your keyframe is active. So let me show, if we want to add the zoom effect, how we will create that. Okay, for creating the zoom effect, we have to do keyframe, and we have to move forward, and we have to zoom. And if we want to zoom, we have to increase the scale level. Let me pause this one, so no distraction in between. Mute and mute, that's okay. And you can also move your keyframes forward and backward, and the speed of zooming is increased as the keyframes come closer. And but if the footage is very small, and your keyframes move very fast, that's the zoom effect you can able to see. And you can also delete the keyframe by just selecting keyframe and pressing the delete button. You have to just select keyframe and pressing the delete button, and you can make inactive your keyframes by just clicking on that clock button. Okay, and this is the basic, and that's very important one also. And if you want to create in the irregular portions of your keyframes, means your speed, you can able to control the way in the keyframes act, you can able to control. Let me show you how. And just add the keyframes, and let me make some zoom. That's the option you can use that. Let me select the Bezier. It's out. Bezier is in. uh, okay, so the next point is we can use our footage to color grade, and for color grading we have to go to the color grading button. So you have to go to the window, you have to go to the elementary color, and here you can able to edit your color grading, but here I make the specific work space for the color grading, and going to the here and selecting, and you can also use Alt Shift and 5, and here's my footage zoomed, and from here I can change all the parameters that's related to the color grading. For example, if I am in cursor, I am pointing the cursor to the forward, it make my photo or my video more warmer, and if I going to the negative, it's make the more cooler or the more blue type. Okay, so we have to find the perfect balance, and you can also do it automatically. You have to just go and select the white portion. For example, I have the white portions on my t-shirt, that one, but that is not appropriate, but in the most of the cases it is not so much perfect, but you have to do it manually. Okay, I think this one is okay one, and I know it's going okay, that is okay one, and you can use the saturation button. If you are make it more saturated, you have to go beyond 100 point. Okay, if you make it less saturated, you have to go to the backward, and that make your footage black and whiter. So I will make it to nearly 123, and for exposure, if you want more exposure, more light to your video, and you have to select your exposure, and your exposure will increase as you go forward, and as it become darker as you go negative point as a negative. And let me show, you can also do it by adding the number. If you have the perfect number, you can also add, like let me show you, like I will make it 20 and press enter. and that show you can use this for you can add your number, like I will put 0.01, press enter, and that's okay. I will, if you want to make it, if you want to make it from where you started, means you want to reset whatever you did, and you have to just double click on that. That's you did. And if you want to add a contrast, you have to go forward, and if you want to decrease the contrast in your video, you have to go in negative. And as if you want your highlights to be increased, you have to go forward. If you want, as you go forward, it's increases, and this is the all the light basics, and this can't be covered in the one video. And for that one I also will create some bigger video, because it's needed a bigger video. And for let me show you how I will do it for my video. I will do more and test and trials, go forward or backward, and selecting another things to get it to the right proportions. And that is a better way into selecting the thing, and not any number or any preset. That is better for you. You have to do it some manual changes to make it better one. So I have to just add some blacks. This is too much, that's okay. Decrease the whites, increase shadow. And I have to just need a sharpness, because it's very less sharp, and for increasing the sharpness we have to go downward. Here you can use a sharpen tool, but if you do it overly, okay. And here we are to sharpen my video, we have to go increase the sharpness. If you increase it overly, you might feel the grains, and it's not look good. You have to increase the sharpness according to your need. And if I decreases the sharpness to the negative, the video will become smooth, and but I need the sharpness, so I think making it 27 is okay one. And vibrance is more about the colors, and if you go it to the positive side, the vibrance means the colors of the video will increases. Just like if I increases the vibrance, it become the colorful, but it's not look good. And we have to do according to our need, means how much is needed. And we just need it, okay, that's pretty one. You can also increase the saturations, it's similar work to the vibrance, but I want to decrease it little bit and increase the vibrance. Okay, that's the basic regression I will do and in each of the video. After doing our color grading, we have to go to the preset of editing, and we have to go to the workspace for that and selecting our editing workspace, and we want to close this panel. So select and click on the close panel. Our panel is closed now, and I want to make smaller this effect control panel. So drag it to the here. And that's how in the basic coloration we will do. And the other option one is if you want to add some more videos and some more things to your video, so you have to go to the project and select this one, and you have to make it enlarge. This video will enlarge. I am selecting the import to the more files, and you have to go to the where your files have been placed. I will go here, and I think saved projects, no, and that is undeclared. I will always use in my last videos, in the last of my videos. So I will select this one. Okay, and this one my uncredit, but I will always use this one. So select this one and select the open one, and for making it small, you have to just select that rupee button. I don't know what it says. It's near to the one and above the tab button, and that's it. And you have to add this one at the last. Select this, add it to the last. Okay, just this one. And that's how you can add your footage and place it at where you want. And if I want to put it here in between of the video, so there is a many way to do this. The most simple way is select this one and put it here, but it consume the whole video from here to here. So we don't want that. We want it to be placed, but no portion of the video will be deleted. So for that, press Ctrl then. Okay, and for that we are going to select the eraser tool, divide it, press the V, and make it here. Select, press the delete button, press delete button. That's how we can able to place the clip in between without deleting any of the portion. And for deleting the gap portions, for example, if we put it here, that is a gap portion, we have to select this one and press the delete button. The gap is deleted automatically. That's how this works. And if I will do something wrong, so for the undo button, we have to go to the Control Z. Okay, for if we want to use our render button, we have to control shift Z. And that's okay, I think, and it will be better now. And for example, in my audio section, the only one part of the audio is working. Just example, only left one is working, not right one. So I have to go and select the right button. I have to go to the audio channels, and in this I will make the left one. Press the OK button, and here you can able to see that the both of the audio portions are deleted. So we don't want that, we want it to be here. So you have to just select this one, then go to the audio channels. We have to go it and right to right, press OK, and you can able to see, and now our audio will show on the both sides, and it will for example, you can able to see तो it will work. And if you want to increase your audio volume, you can do it by the multiple ways. And the first way is to selecting this cursor in this bar, make this in upper side. Now start this one, सीखने को मिला इससे, तो मैं आपको suggest करूँगा. And if you want to decrease the sound, press it to the down, and now the sound will decrease sound. And the other way is selecting this cursor, this one. You can use this by use this for increasing your audio volumes. And this is how you can also decrease and increase your audio, and you can able to edit your audio also. And at one time you can also edit the multiple sequences at the one time, and that is the part. And if you want to increase make the multiple sequences, you can also do it by placing it to next to it. First you have to create an new sequence and then put your footage to that. And for creating a new sequence, you have to enlarge this one also. First go here and create a new sequence, and in the same way we do it in the starting. And the another important thing is the adjustment layer, and this is the selecting this, you can create adjustment layer, and you can choose the different setting for that one. And this is the best way to creating the animations or doing the color grading, so that's why so in the way you can change the settings, and you can delete the all the setting in one click using the adjustment layer, and that is the best way. And I will always use the adjustment layer for editing color grading. Thanks for watching this video, meet in the next one.